One swallows the lie that flatters, but sips the bitter truth drop by drop. There is a tragic clash between truth and the world. Pure undistorted truth burns up the world. There is your truth and there is my truth. As for the universal truth, it does not exist. Other people are only aspects of our own greater being. Don't be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. If you can spend a perfectly useless afternoon in a perfectly useless manner, you have learned how to live. I want to paint the rest of my days with the best colors. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. The universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself. Everything that you want, you already are. Sometimes things become possible if we want them bad enough. Men do less than they ought unless they do all they can. What makes Earth feel like hell is our expectation that it should feel like heaven. If you spend your life sparing people's feelings and feeding their vanity, you get so you can't distinguish what should be respected in them. Life gives us choices. You either grab on with both hands and just go for it, or you sit on the sidelines. People soon get tired of things that aren't boring, but not of what is boring. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to leave it all. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. It is not the possession of truth, but the success which attends the seeking after it, that enriches the seeker and brings happiness to him. When you hold a grudge, you want someone else's sorrow to reflect your level of hurt, but the two rarely meet. Man is a clever animal who behaves like an imbecile. The beginning of wisdom is the definition of terms. Imagination is cheap as long as you don't have to worry about the details. Live and act within the limit of your knowledge and keep expanding it to the limit of your life. Just because it's fiction doesn't mean it's any less true. Change may not always bring growth, but there is no growth without change. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. But even if we don't have the power to choose where we come from, we can still choose where we go from there. We can still do things. Accidents don't happen to people who take accidents as a personal insult. Keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see a shadow. Don't forget, a person's greatest emotional need is to feel appreciated. But as long as something is never even started, you never have to worry about it ending. It has endless potential. Be wary of strong drink. It can make you shoot at the tax collector and miss. It's life. You don't figure it out. You just climb up on the beast and ride. There are no second chances in life, except to feel remorse. A world without poetry and art would be too much like one without birds or flowers, bearable but a lot less enjoyable. To know you are ignorant is the beginning of wisdom. I have never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from him. It's never overreacting to ask for what you want and need. I have a theory that as long as you have one good friend, one real friend, you can get through anything. The world is wide, and I will not waste my life in friction when it could be turned into momentum. You will never know how high you can climb until you reach the top. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Truth only exists for those who cling to it. So Suke Eisen. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. I always make sure that the world will prove me right. It gives me the freedom to contradict myself. Illegal aliens have always been a problem in the United States. Ask any Indian. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Smile at strangers and you just might change a life. Beauty is not who you are on the outside, It is the wisdom and time you gave away to save another struggling soul like you. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. You don't need to understand what the world is. Just let your life flow with it and become something. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. The art of being wise is knowing what to overlook. The more I read, the more I acquire, the more certain I am that I know nothing. I knew who I was this morning, but I've changed a few times since then. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Leo Win. Don't worry, Lithiel. Truth's existence never depended upon belief. Better to shun the bait than struggle in the snare. Participate in your own dreams. Don't just say what you want or complain about what you don't have. The most powerful relationship you will ever have is the relationship with yourself. I never want to change so much that people can't recognize me. Nevertheless, life and death are mysterious states, and we know little of the resources of either. Your world of poverty can be recreated to that of affluence simply by speaking the prince's language. I am always doing that which I cannot do, in order that I may learn how to do it. Wildflower, pick up your pretty little head, it will get easier. Your dreams are not dead. A rock pile ceases to be a rock pile the moment a single man contemplates it, bearing within him the image of a cathedral. In practical life, we are compelled to follow what is most probable. In speculative thought, we are compelled to follow truth. Every man reaches his destination if he just keeps walking. Whoever said money can't buy happiness didn't know where to go shopping. For every good reason there is to lie, there is a better reason to tell the truth. One of the greatest journeys in life is overcoming insecurity and learning to truly not give a shit. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. The truth is that judgment and fear will never stop, but they don't actually do anything. The deepest wounds aren't the ones we get from other people hurting us. They are the wounds we give ourselves when we hurt other people. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. If the emotions are free, the intellect will look after itself. Our kindness may be the most persuasive argument for that which we believe. You're already in the territory of the flowers. It's only a matter of time before you bloom. Success means we go to sleep at night knowing that our talents and abilities were used in a way that served others. See yourself as you really are, accept the good and the bad. Only then can you truly share yourself with another. If you can't impress them with your argument, impress them with your actions. Failure is constructive feedback that tells you to try a different approach to accomplish what you want. Enchantment lies in everyday moments if you are observant. It is impossible to build one's own happiness on the unhappiness of others. This perspective is at the heart of Buddhist teachings. Life is all about becoming a better version of yourself. If what you seek is truth, there is one thing you must have above all else. I only seem negative to the fortunate. That's because I show the less fortunate that they aren't less fortunate after all. Better to illuminate than merely to shine, to deliver to others contemplated truths than merely to contemplate. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. Most everything you think you know about me is nothing more than memories. Even if you don't have all the things you want, be grateful for the things you don't have that you don't want. There's a world of difference between truth and facts. Facts can obscure truth. An unbreakable mask and cunning are the keys for executing a plan flawlessly. Don't think of introversion as something that needs to be cured. Spend your free the way you like, not the way you think you're supposed to. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. Don't tie your success to anything other than what's inside you. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. Those who will not reason are bigots. Those who cannot are fools, and those who dare not are slaves. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain as your legacy. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream.